All right, everyone. Our next speaker is Salvador Lopez Villasenor. He is a senior or general director, attorney, and founder of Stratego Firma, a well-known and prestigious law firm in Mexico. It's a labor law firm. And Salvador is going to discuss with us how introducing automation to his firm was the ultimate game changer. And that is the title of his presentation, Introducing Automation as the Ultimate Game Changer. Please welcome to the stage, Salvador. Hi.
How are you?
Good, good. Thank you.
Hi. How are you? Well, thank you for listening to me. I represent a Mexican law firm called Stratego Firma. Stratego Firma use Legito. Well, I am Salvador Lopez Villaseñor, CEO and founder of Stratego Firma. I'm a lawyer. I master degree in public law and master of constitutional and Mexican habeas corpus. Well, when I start with my firm, I was able to realize that it was not useful for the businessman who is my client to win conflicts with workers. What was useful was not having conflict with his workers. So I try to be a different law firm, not only win cases, prevent these cases inside of the enterprise. What I could not imagine was all the work that this preventive work that we know today as compliance represent. For us, each client is a great challenge because on an average, our clients have 2,000 workers, and each worker must have multiple documents in which their entire working life is reflected. It's a lot of documents to do and to be in order with a high quality. Today, we have more than 1,000 clients, so you can imagine how complex it is to generate, manage, and guarantee the quality of the documents of all the workers and all the clients. Mexico is really a big country. We have a lot of offices in the country with the different hours. For example, Tijuana sometimes is 3 hours before Cancun. And all the day is working, all the day. We need to have the right things, the right software to control all the operation in all the country, because right now is not the clients that we have, it's all the clients that is coming right now. So it's not easy to have lawyers in the right level to control the clients. It's very difficult to have all the documents in order, in line, physical, and use in the correct way in all the country. Right now, I say that the growing of us has been painful, but after Legito, the pain almost disappear. It's easier for us growing with the right softwares. Right now, just lawyers, we have more than 160 lawyers, 16 offices, and in a specific system, 670 clients, but in all the services of the firm, more than 1,000 clients. So it's a lot of paper, a lot of documents, a lot of situation that we need to do in the right way. But imagine when a client asks for us for a situation that happened with an employer 3 years ago. It's not easy to have this information, to have all the documents, to have all the information that we need to attend this situation of this day. And I think I repeat, with so many employers of us, so many officers, and the growing is not easy. Well, we trying with some software, and the software that really help us and adapt us and have the right communication with us is Legito. Right now, we're trying to grow too much bigger in Mexico, and we are really certain that Legito is our solution. Well, continue. Well, before this, imagine that 4 years ago, we have less than 10 employers in the office and only 2 offices in the country. It's only 4 years to have this growing right now and control all the information. One of my partners 4 years ago saying to me, please don't grow more. It's impossible to control. And I say to him, well, in that moment I was 41 years, well, I was work all my life to be in this moment. My answer is no, I will not stop the growing. It's our moment. We need to find the solution to continue that growing. Right now, we have the solution, and one of the more important is Legito, because the soul of my business is the lawyers, the law service, and Legito is used specific in the law service. We have another software in another situation of the firm, but Legito is in the center of my firm. For this reason, Legito is being our solution of growing and for me, for sleep a little more. Well, this is our functional structure. As I say, Stratego is a firm specialized in labor law. Our headquarters is located in Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico. We have approximately 160 collaborators, and our organization, our functional organization charts look like we have a commercial area, includes sales, customer experience, and business development. We have areas in corporate, program management, finance operation, legal operation, innovation, and administration and finance. Introduction into Legito was with the legal operation area because it's where most documents are generally daily and are linked to the work plans we have with our clients. Have heroes in the law, in the specific law service, is the worst things to us. We can have internal heroes, but not with the clients. So sometimes these documents ends in a court. So we can not have any error or mistake in these documents. That's why Legito into the law services specific, right? We have a lot of financial operation, for example, and we use another software. We have many options to financial software, but after search in all the world, Legito was really the only option to do what we need to do in the law services. Well, our challenge, where we before Legito, where were our challenge? Basically, it took too long to generate personalized documents for each client. There were errors in data entry. Some employers did not use the most updated documents models. The expiration date of some documents was not fully maintained, and in general, there was no main repository of documentary control. After Legito, we have these troubles solutioned. Well, key success factor for Legito implementation so far has been CEO and President's total buy-in and top-down leadership. Well, Salvador, really, I don't use Legito. I am the president of my firm, but I review all that happens. Well, the situation that we really want to avoid right now doesn't happen. Okay, in the beginning, my employers doesn't want to make change. It's normal. After we put a strong hand in this situation, maybe 2 months, the employers want really happy with this software, with these solutions. It's only the change. It's only to adapt to new circumstances. And we have a specific bonus about results. The results were better. We earn more money, and the employers gain more money. So it's been a solution that I think is going to continue and growing. The amount of documents and situations that we need to do service is really a lot. Right now, Legito is only applied in the principal documents, not in all operation, because we have not enough time right now. Maybe in 2 or 3 more years, we can apply Legito with more deep. We hope that. We are happy with the application of this software. Well, 1 year using Legito, we have automated more than 130 document model. We have generated more than 8,000 documents using Legito platform. This is really minimum numbers. We use Legito much more than that. Our major gains have been 80% reduction of the customer demand, 90% error reduction. Customer satisfaction has improved 25%. Well, some of our principal clients ask me what I did to do these new results. I ask completely transparent with Legito. We use right now 2 software, one financial and Legito. Both are doing the best result possible, but with the difference insists that we have 3 or 4 very good software about financial situations, but in the services, specifically the law services, only Legito is the real option. And our clients know that and ask for this software. Legito as a game changer. Well, the use of forms to fill the information to generate several documents at the same time. We can see at which stage a document is in. We can manage the versions of the document models. System notifications are very useful to renew documents that is about to expire. Well, in Mexico, we can contract an employer for a specific period to prove or to capacitation with specific rules. So we need that the software help us to remember all the dates, all the periods, but there are really dozens of employers that have that has in this situation. So it's not easy to control that in all the country, in all the clients, in all the offices. So in this point, Legito has been really useful for us. No more errors regarding legal content. We can upload certain official documents for our clients' record in order to have their update information. And we have the capability to generate reports by document, by client, and by end user. In Mexico, we are a country who depends of the commercial international agreements. Right now, we have a trading agreement called TEMEC. It's agreement with USA and Canada. This agreement is completely focused in that the employers in Mexico has the human rights respect and all the situation to be better life. It's not only the compliance, it's the well of the employers. This is generate really a lot, too many legal reforms in too many laws. We have a specific group in my law firm only to know what are the modifications of the law or the new law or the new norms that applies. Is too many. Any week, at least are 2 or 3 legal modifications that implies that we change all the documents. Imagine do that and be sure that all of our lawyers do the documents and the service with the same reforms, the same knowledge. It's not easy. There are many pressure of US and Canada to over Mexico to have the best labor laws in the world. It's incredible all that happened. So any reform that happened is easier to put in documents with Legito. Legito not permits that our employers use an old version. Maybe in a year, the same document have 4 or 5 modifications about the legal reformations. So it's not easy to control that, but with Legito it's possible. And our employers are happy with that situation. And I, like a president with my staff, review one document in Tijuana, one document in Ciudad de Mexico, one document in Cancun, each document, so we can read that is the last version, the correct version of the document, and all the employers have access to the right document in the specific time. That's because Legito. Next steps. What's next for us with Legito? We want to integrate 2 of the most used systems in Stratego with Legito. Using the AP Orion is the financial software or financial platform to and customized Stratego app. We have with our app specific to report to the owners some situations in the enterprises, which control the customer operation plans. This will allow to incorporate 2 of the important areas to Legito platforms. Right now, we need be more deep with Legito in the law services, but in another areas that is not the application of the law, we think that Legito we will help a lot. And finally, as we continue to automate, our lawyers can dedicate important time to customer service and their continuous professional training. Well, it's not easy to have the right lawyers for our firm. We were the first law firm specialized in labor compliance in Mexico. All the labor lawyers was in the courts, was winning or losing cases. So we start a new version of the laboral law, and right now we are the biggest firm in Mexico in that way. But the problem is that I can find lawyers with the experience in our area. So when we contract a lawyer, we need to give them deep capacitation. It's not easy. We are doing things that he never learned in the university. So all the capacitation is continuing in actualization. So one more time, Legito is an excellent system to have the best introduction to our office, the best capacitation for the new Stratego lawyer. So we are working a lot, and it's real. I have been travel for 14, 15 days right now. 3 imports, new laws in labor things in Mexico. 3, only in the period of my travel. I need to study in the airplane and in the night because we need to be prepared to all these things. And for the specific situation of Mexico, this is going to be growing. Mexico is between 2 oceans, is a big frontier with USA, is the window to Central America and South America. So we have a lot of space, a lot of weathers, a lot of universities, too many people with university preparation. So big enterprise enter to Mexico and expect that all the workers have the complete compliance and be better his life quality because the employers do the right things to find that. So in Stratego, have a lot of plans. We are continuing to growing, and it's been more difficult if we don't have Legito. So we are very, very satisfaction. We have very happy with Legito. Well, sorry about my English. I try to do the best, but I think that I'd be clear about the importance of Legito in my organization and the new troubles that my organization is confronting, product of all this new situation, labor situation in Mexico after 50 years without any law reforms in labor issues. The last 5 years is crazy. Think about the reforms all the days. So thank you. And if you have any question and I can respond, I'll be happy.
Thank you, Salvador. Hey, we had a question come in, and thank you for that. It was great. So there was a significant production increase in Q4 2022. What caused that dramatic jump?
Well, in Stratego, specifically, I create a specific solution for our clients. After the COVID, the enterprises need a big solution that give them security, tax security specific. They need have better financial results with their employers, and they need all the compliance laboral. And Stratego put these three things in a same service, so the service of Stratego is really paid with the money that they don't cost about our financial and tax solution specifically in the employers.
Yeah, very good.
That's the cost.
Yeah, very nice. Well, thank you. We
You're
enjoyed it.
welcome.
Thanks very much.